You bought your cigars, you checked out, and a friendly box offered you shipping money back for just your email. You did the smart thing buying here. The selection is enormous, and the shipping genuinely is free. That part is real. But here is what that friendly box did not say. That email signs you up for something, and what it signs you up for is a charge that comes back every month on the same card from your order until you stop it. And this is not some shady back alley site. It is one of the biggest cigar shops in America, which is exactly how it gets away with it. So go pull up your last statement right now. There is one line on it that tells you whether you are one of the people already paying, and most never think to look. I will show you that line, and the bigger thing, the company behind it, is hiding. So here is everything they would rather you did not know, counted down to the one secret sitting at the very bottom. We start with the trap costing people the most. Number 7, the thank you that bills you. Every order here ends the same friendly way. You pay, a little box appears, and it offers you money back on the shipping you just covered, for nothing more than your email. It feels like a thank you. It is not. The moment you drop in that email, you are signed up for something called Puro Perks. You never typed a card number. You did not have to. They already had it from your order, and that is the whole point. For 30 days, it costs you nothing, which is exactly long enough to forget. Then it renews on its own at $14.95 a month on that very same card, and it keeps charging until you go in and stop it. The company says so in its own terms. Your continued membership, it says, counts as your authorization to keep billing you. Silence is a yes. You never agreed. Not agreeing was the agreement. There is a federal rule that a seller has to get a clear yes before it bills you, and the same kind of quiet auto billing recently cost Amazon $2.5 billion. No one has taken Cigars International to court over this, and I will not pretend they have. But in Pennsylvania, where this company is based, the state goes after other businesses for exactly this. You can get out of it in about 2 minutes, and I will show you how. But first, the trap that springs before you have even left the checkout page. Number 6, the 60-second clock. 60 seconds. That is all the next one needs, and it starts the instant your order goes through. The moment you finish checking out, a game can pop up on your screen. They call it Whack a Deal. 12 offers appear all at once, a clock starts ticking down from 60, and within about 10 seconds the deals begin vanishing one by one, right in front of you. You know this feeling. The clock is at 40 seconds. 2 of the boxes you wanted just disappeared. Your thumb is moving before your head has caught up, and there is no version of this where you stop to open another tab and check if the price is even good. That rush is exactly the point. Shoppers who did slow down and look found that some of the offers were actually priced higher than the same box sells for the rest of the time. The urgency is real. The bargain is not always. This is a textbook version of what regulators now call a dark pattern, a design built to push you into a choice you would never make with 10 calm minutes instead of 10 frantic seconds. It takes a real discount and wraps it in a countdown so you cannot tell the good ones from the duds. So you buy fast and you compare never. And if what you grabbed turns out wrong, getting your money back has a catch most people never see coming. Number 5, the refund that shrinks. A box turns up wrong, so you send it back. But the money that comes back is never quite the money you paid. You get a 30-day window to return, already tighter than it used to be. And on a box of 20 or more, you are allowed to keep exactly 1. The rest go back for credit, and that credit comes to you, in their own words, less shipping charges. Try more than 1, and they apply what they call a pro rata credit. Less shipping, again, A1 stick allowance is fair enough on its own. It is the shipping deduction stacked on top that you never see coming. Picture it. You send back a box that ran you $200, and the credit that lands is a little short. Not enough to fight over, just enough that you let it go. That gap is not a mistake. It is the policy working exactly as written, shaving a few dollars off every return on the way out the door. So even the refund comes pre-shrunk. And the box you would reorder to replace a bad one? It might cost more than it did last time, or it might not be there at all. Number 4, the box that vanished. Go to reorder the box you like, and it may simply be gone. In 2025, the company discontinued 34 products, most of them from a single brand, Alec Bradley. And the prices on what is left moved twice that same year. One was a 5% rise tied to import tariffs, a wholesale charge that lands on the whole industry, not just this store. The other had nothing to do with tariffs at all. It was simply the annual increase. So the box box you loved costs a little more, or it is retired without a word, and you are left hunting for a replacement you never asked to need. Prices drift up, favorites drift away, and the only one keeping a careful record of what you used to buy is the store itself, which raises a question worth sitting with. Why does a store want that record so badly? Number 3, the file with your name on it. About 30 million catalogs a year. That is what this company puts in the mail, by its own account, to a customer base of roughly 1 million active buyers. Place one order, just one, and you are in. You become a name in the file, and the catalogs start finding your mailbox whether you asked for them or not. On its own, that is just old-fashioned marketing. Paper in the post never hurt anyone. But here is the tell. The company's own senior vice president for the North America online business, a woman named Sarah Santos, said it on the record. The biggest asset for a retailer, she said, is the customer file. Read that again. Not the cigars, not the warehouse, not the brand, the file. The record of who you are, what you reached for, and how to reach you. Every offer, every trial, every countdown clock we have talked about feeds that one thing. You are not really the customer here. You are an entry being maintained. And before we get to who is really behind all of this, it is time you checked what that entry is already doing to your own bank account. Number 2, the one line in your bank app. Stop the video for a second and open your banking app. I mean it, go look. You are searching for one line, and it reads Cigarsant, then the words Puro Perks. If it is there, you have been paying $14.95 a month, and now you know. Here is how you stop it, because they do not make it obvious. Sign into your account on the program site, open the account menu, and choose Cancel Membership. Or call their cancellation line, which runs around the clock, and say the word cancel. One catch. There is no refund for the time already billed, so the sooner you look, the less it costs you. And that raises the one question this whole video has been circling. Why would a store this big, this successful, this trusted, run a tactic like this at all? Hold that thought. First, let me be straight with you, because the comment section will not. This is not happening to everyone who shops here. Over the last 3 years, the company logged about 154 formal complaints. Against a customer base of roughly 1 million people, that is a tiny fraction, a rounding error. So no, this is not some epidemic ripping off the whole country. But that is exactly why it slips past so many of them. It is real, it repeats, it is documented, and it lands on a card you forgot you ever handed over. A trap that catches a small number of people every month is still a trap, and it might still be catching you. So back to that question. Why would a company this big bother running tricks like these? The answer is the thing they would least like you to know. Number 1, the referee that owns the game. The store you trust to compare cigars is owned by the company that makes them. Scandinavian Tobacco Group owns Cigars International, and it also makes Macanudo, CAO, and Punch. It owns Thompson Cigar, and by trade reporting, 2 of the rival stores you would price check against, Cigar.com and CigarBid. So the friendly megastore lining up every brand to help you choose is not a neutral referee. It is a player, and when you pick its cigar over a rival's on its own shelf, it wins either way. Now every trick makes sense. The trial, the timer, the endless catalogs, all of it feeds one machine. And that machine runs on you. You were never the customer. You were the customer file. You walk in for the best cigar on the shelf, and the shop points you to its own. You think you picked the winner, but it owns the shelf, it owns the brand, and it owns the moment you chose. You did not beat the house. You were never playing. That is the whole trap list. But there is another side, and ignoring it would cost you too. 4 things here are genuinely worth your money, and I am counting up to the best one. First, free shipping on everything. No minimum, no codes, no hoops. 1 stick or 10 boxes, it ships for nothing. That is not the industry norm. The company's own sister sites still make you clear a bar first, one of them until you spend $150, while this store cut the minimum to 0. By one industry estimate, it costs the parent millions a year. A real win, landing on your side of the counter. Second, the selection. About half of every cigar sold online in this country runs through this one store, by the company's own reckoning. That is the deepest shelf in the business. this. And it is not marketing, it is just true. The obscure boutique blend, the box you have chased for a year, the sampler that lets you try 8 brands before you commit, the odds are it is here. Just know what you want before you walk in. Third, how they treat you when it goes wrong. This store holds an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. Do not misread that. It is not a happiness score. It measures whether a business answers and resolves the complaints filed against it. And this one does. So if the trial charge catches you, push, and they will very likely make it right. Cold comfort next to never being tricked at all. But it beats a company that ignores you. And fourth, the best one, the part almost nobody uses. Every trap we covered lives online, inside the website and the checkout. But this company also runs a real superstore in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, and the people who go there tell a completely different story. 4.5 out of 5 from the visitors who reviewed it. No pop-up chasing your email. No 60-second clock. Just a wall of humidors and someone behind the counter who can point you to the right box. The whole trap is the website. Walk through that door instead, and you get everything good about this company with none of the catch.